disclaimer before the haters come in with pitchforks and bad energy and they're like, oh, look at her, dummy, she's single again. Actually, me and my boyfriend are still together. I just want to make that very clear. But we did go through like a little 10-day trial run of long distance when I went to Europe on vacation, and I hated it. But one of y'all did ask me to make a video on long distance relationships, and I figured, sure, why not? Let me give the people what they want. Let me give the one person what they want. Ask and you shall receive for the most part, not all the time. Also, update on my health. I actually went to the doctor and they told me that I have a residual cough from the flu that I caught in Europe. Count your days because I'm coming for your. Actually, I'm never coming for your again. Maybe. I kind of want to check out London. They gave me this freaking inhaler and some pills. So please bear with me during these troubling times because I am quite troubled, clearly. Truthfully, when I say that this is my first real relationship, I mean it, okay? However, I have tried online dating in the past. I know, the cat's out of the bag. But I'm not talking about like the conventional online dating through the apps, mind you. No, okay? That's really basic. Do I look like a basic? I'm not a basic. If you do the apps, that's cool. But I've never done the apps. I did online dating through video games. Oh shit, that's even more embarrassing. Yeah, and it wasn't just any video game. It was Little Big Planet 2. Yes. Well, yes. This was during the era where, like, everybody on that game would dress black.
Huh?
Like, basically, everybody was doing blackface. Like, it didn't matter what race you were in real life, because if your sack boy or sack girl was not black, you were not with the trends. Everyone was dressed super hyper realistic, putting noses on, just dressing like super swaggy, and everybody was black. Anyways, I was like 13 at the time, and I dated this boy who lived in Canada. So it was like a long distance relationship for like 6 months. We were the same age, and then this little blackface bastard decided to cheat on me and proceed to date my friend. I thought she was my friend, but really she just wanted my man. She wanted my sack boy man. And then we went no contact for 3 years, and then him and I decided to date again. I don't count it. I really do not count that as my boyfriend. That's not an ex. That was an experience. That was an experiment, will you? And we dated again, this time at like 16, 17 years old for again like 6 months or whatever, playing Fortnite. That was our game of choice then. And he cheated on me again. Not in the conventional way. All of this is very unconventional. He tried to break up with me like a week prior. And he was like, I just don't think that I can handle this long distance. Like, it's really killing me. Like, it's so hard. And I was like, no, please. Like, we can make this work. Please don't leave me. And he was like, okay, like, let's try to make it work. And then a week later, he posted a picture of himself with a girl on Snapchat holding a bouquet of roses with, like, hearts and shit. And I swiped up and I said, question mark. And then he blocked me on everything. So I got cheated again by the same guy. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shut up. Now you're probably wondering at this point, you're like, Tiara, where's the story time going? Nowhere! That's the point. I figured it was funny. It makes me laugh now. And now I'm with a good guy. So that was like my one real experience doing like long distance in a romantic setting. So at first when I was making this video, I was scripting it and I was like, do I even have the expertise to talk about this? But then I thought, wait a minute, I have online friends. This is perfect because long distance relationships don't only have to apply to like romance. They can apply to friendships too. They can go together. But like I was saying, the relationship that I have with that guy, we're not counting it as that, okay? It doesn't count. I don't care. It doesn't count. The relationship I had with him was not conventional. I know some people that have met online and they dated and they make it work. I know some people who have done long distance and they make it work. And I have a lot of like great long distance friendships that I'm able to nurture at my age now. Like my best friends, Bryce, Julian, and Natalia, they're online friends, right? Like we met in the 5th and 6th grade on Little Big Planet 2. And what's really cool about our friendship is that I actually met them in real life. Like we live on opposite sides of the country, right? But Natalia flew down to see me like a few years ago, and then a couple years ago I flew down to Texas to meet Bryce and Julian, and then last year Bryce came up to see me. So long distance relationships, they can really freaking work. And I honestly feel like not many people meet their online friends in real life, so I feel like our story is pretty cool because we've been friends for over a decade and we met, so I love them so much. I love our story and I love our friendship. Maybe we'll meet at a bar, he'll drive a funky car. If you're someone that is in or you're considering being in a long distance relationship, then here are 3 tips to keep your relationship fun and fresh. After hearing that story time, you're probably like, do I even want to hear what she has to say about this topic? Of course you do. You don't have a choice.
Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Big Birkin bag, hold 5, 6 figures.
I just want to preface this by saying that these are tips coming from the mindset of a gamer girl. Was that cringe? Sorry. No, but I've always been the type of person to play games. Like growing up, I've always played games. I said it before. I came out the controller with the womb, right?
What?
I practically came out the womb with a controller in my hand, okay? My relationships and my friendships have been able to thrive because we always play games together. I don't want you to give me the excuse of, well, I just don't like playing video games, because I really do believe that there is a game for everyone. You don't have to be a competitive gamer. You don't have to like shooter games. There really is a game for everyone. And I feel like games are 10 times more fun when you're playing with another person. Unless you're playing with someone like my online boyfriend from the past, you know, the 13, 16-year-old boyfriend, who's super aggressive playing the game. Like one time he literally broke his freaking TV playing Fortnite because the match made him angry, and he would always scream at me and my friends, be like, "You stole my yo, what the is wrong with you guys? You guys," like he'd be so mad.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that.
Honestly, it's probably it's a great thing that I didn't meet him in real life, because for one, I have an amazing boyfriend now, and for 2, he probably would have beat my He had anger issues. So you don't want to play games with people like that. And I know that games can be pretty expensive, especially now. Like, why is Nintendo charging like $90 for a video game? You've lost your goddamn mind. But if you are able to afford like playing a game or getting a console or playing on a console or a PC or whatever, you should do that. Like, or even just like phone games. Like my boyfriend and I, when I was on vacation for 10 days, we would just play iMessage games all the time. And then with console and PC games, there's so many games to choose from. Like there's a lot of co-op games that you could play. It Takes Two or Split Fiction, that just came out and it's really fun. I'm playing that with my boyfriend right now. If you like survival scary games with consequences, then you probably really like the Dark Picture Anthology series games. I'm sounding a little bit like a geek right now. Let me not go on a tangent because you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, this is boring. I don't like games. Sorry, I'll move on. But I'm just saying, it's super fun. Even a game like Roblox. Like, you could play Roblox for all I care. Another activity to do together is watching movies. This is a really fun one. Like, Bryce and I, when we had less busy lives, we would always watch a movie together, like, every week. And we'd go on our separate streaming accounts. We'd count down from 3 because we'd have our headsets on so we could talk to each other during the movie. We'd count down from 3, 2, 1, and then we'd play the movie at the same time. And it was really fun. And we'd, like, switch it up sometimes. Like, he'd be able to pick the next 2 movies we'd watch. I'd pick the next 2. Or sometimes we'd do, like, a series. Like, he had us watch all of the Marvel movies and shows in chronological order because I'd never seen them before. And then besides Spider-Man, love Spider-Man down, but like I never really watched Marvel growing up. And then I had us watch all of the Harry Potter movies because he'd never watched them. So if you have a friend or a partner and you guys love watching movies, then that's definitely an activity that you could do together and have fun with it. The third activity that you could do is getting thoughtful and unique gifts for each other, or putting aside time to do something really special and meaningful for each other. I see sometimes online, like some couples will cook dinner together on FaceTime and eat it together. That's really cute. My sister, for her and her husband's anniversary, she used this website that like created a song for you. She made a rap for her husband for their anniversary, and it was really freaking cute, and she used some website for it. If I figure out the name, I'll link it down below if you're interested. And then she also used Cameo to reach out to her husband's favorite gospel singer, and then the gospel singer sang him a song. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet and thoughtful. Like, wow, that's literally genuinely such a thoughtful gift. I also feel like letters are such a cute gift to give someone. Like, my friends and I will write each other letters because they're more sentimental than just sending a quick text. Like, you have to put more thought into a letter, more effort into a letter, and you have to stamp it, you have to send it through the mail, and then you're like anticipating receiving the letter, and it's just cute. It's cute. You know what else is cute? Getting a gift that has thought behind it. Like Bryce, he got me this little keychain, this little LBP giant because we met on Little Big Planet. That shit is so sweet. My friends are so sweet. Now, this next gift idea is kind of corny, but I did buy a customized air freshener of my face for my boyfriend's car. Kind of like how I have a customized air freshener of Edward Cullen. My man. Ooh. Well, I have a man, but like, my man. I hope you get what I mean though. Like, it's cute when you put genuine thought behind a gift for someone. Like, before I left for vacation, I thrifted these really cute Yoshi plushies. The day before I left for my trip, I gave my boyfriend the black one and I put a little bit of my perfume on it because I was like, oh, I want you to have something to remember me by while I'm away on my trip. And we also love video games, so that was like something that we could connect over. Those are just a few generic ideas for how to make a long distance relationship work. But I think at the end of the day, in order to make any relationship work, regardless of distance, you have to consistently be choosing that person every single day. And I think also you have to understand, like, in any relationship, you're not always going to be able to give 100%. And I think in a long distance relationship, that makes it even harder because you're not with each other. Effort is a big one, and really understanding your needs. Like, you have to understand your needs, not only your needs but your partner's needs, because in order for the relationship to work, you have to be able to meet each other's needs. So really ask yourself, am I going to be able to handle the distance? What do I need in a relationship? And will the long distance like hinder me from receiving that? Because I'm going to be honest, after those 10 days of being away from my boyfriend, I was like, I could never do long distance. I was literally like, I need my boyfriend. I hate when people walk by the window and see me doing stupid shit. Like, they probably think I'm crazy. You know what? I don't care though. I don't care actually. See how quick it is for me to just get unbothered? Like, I really don't care. Kudos to the people that actually are in healthy long distance relationships. I wasn't codependent or nothing, but I just missed my boyfriend. And I was a little bit unwell because I was sick and on my period. And I missed home, and I missed my dog. And I was like, but I do have long distance friendships that work out just fine. And I have friends that are in long distance I have a friend that's in a long distance relationship. He's been with his girlfriend for like half a year now, almost 7 months now, and they're doing great. So I'm like, it obviously works for some people. And one thing that my friend also said was like, because I asked him, I was like, how is your relationship working so well? Like, what do you think is the key to making your long distance relationship work? And he was like, communication. Like, if you don't communicate with your partner, it's not gonna work. And I feel like that's a big one in any relationship. Communication is key. You have to be able to communicate with your partner. If you can't do that, then what is the point of even being with that person? I'll wait. Me as a teacher, I'll wait. I feel like this entire video has just been me saying the most obvious shit. Like, there's nothing groundbreaking about what I've said. That's another reason why I was like, should I even make this video? You guys are probably thinking like, oh my gosh, you just wasted all my time watching this video. And what about it? But you're still subscribed, right? But you still like the video, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like the videos that other people make fun of, if you want to survive, just drink water. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is like such good advice. Like, thank you. That's how I feel. Like, I just feel like I said like, oh, if you want your relationship to work, communicate. And it's like, duh, bitch. Like, so yeah, you know, I survived my little 10-day long distance relationship trial. I say that sarcastically. That's satire, obviously. Survived. Like, let's be real. But I also understand, and it made me realize, and it solidified my understanding of like, love does not have to be in the same room to feel real. It just has to be nurtured. You know what I mean? If you're in a long distance relationship, then I hope that your relationship goes well and amazing, and I wish you all the best. But also, I just hope that you were able to take some inspiration from this video, or I hope that at least was able to make you laugh, because my goal with every video is at least to make you laugh, inspire you, or have you resonate in some way. So if I was able to do that, then thank God. But if you are someone like me that is like, oh, I can't do long distance, and you realize like you prefer up close relationships, that's okay too, you know? I see you and I hear you. That's okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, prove it by giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Unless my cough takes me out first, then remember me fondly, please. Just Release me! Bye! when I picked this up from the pharmacist, she was like, oh, by the way, just to let you know, it might make you feel a little bit like jittery at first, but it won't last long. I was thinking, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Like, what's it gonna make me do? Oh my gosh, when I tell you this thing makes me feel cracked out, I've never done drugs in my life. Only a little bit of tree, but like, that shit makes me anxious. I don't do none of that. This makes me feel like I just drank a whole bottle of pre-workout. Like, I get shaky. I'm like, my boyfriend was like, why are you looking like that? I was like what? He was like you're cracked, like you're tweaking. I was like, but it does work. This shit got me feeling like Donnie from Thornberries. I'm like,